The Texas coast is my North Star. It's been part of my life since the very beginning. It's just an essential part of, I think, what it means to be alive. The oyster is a keystone of this ecosystem. It is part of our community and our culture and our economy. There were a couple of years at our annual festival where we were not able to get local oysters. They were all coming in from out of state. It really felt sad to think about we may be facing a future where we don't have oysters here. So that's why my husband and I wanted to build this oyster farm.
The Water Street Oyster Bar does about 800,000 oysters a year in various ways, shucked, raw, fried, since 1983. So we've been attached to the oyster business for almost 44 years now. This is our home and this is our people, and we're proud of both. A lot of that weight that we're buying, we're just fighting for that little bit of meat in there. So traditionally that last step was just throwing the shells into the trash and sending them to landfill. You can't just keep taking out and not putting back in. That is just the definition of unsustainable. Oil and gas people know that, landowners know that, and we as restaurateurs should know that as well. That's why the Sink Your Shucks oyster shell recycling program is so important.
Mature oysters can filter about 50 gallons of water every day. One thing that this does is allows light to go further to the bay bottom because the water is much more clear, and that improves things like seagrasses. So without those oyster reef structures, what we have is basically big muddy bathtubs.
Oysters are a finite resource. Once you reach the tipping point of drawing it down, there's no return. Without those healthy reefs in our bay system, we lose tourism, we lose cuisine, we lose the whole resource of why we're here.
We've learned in the past decade that over 90% of oysters are gone across the globe. So the question is, what's the problem here with reefs? Where are they going? Some of the causes for habitat loss for oyster reefs that we've learned about are things like storms coming through, lack of fresh water reaching our bays, so the bays are a lot saltier, and also unsustainable harvest activities. So we need to start thinking about solutions. Sink Your Shucks is one of those solutions. There's deep science behind it. We have researched where reefs should be rebuilt. What is the best way to rebuild them? We want to make sure that we're building something that really mimics what has been lost and not something totally different.
Where Sink Your Shucks comes in and really changes the game is they support restaurants in actually collecting those shells before they go into the trash can, and shells can be recycled and repurposed for reef restoration projects right here in the same places where the oysters came from originally.
We were paying and burning diesel to throw away the bed material for our #1 selling product. It's like throwing away fertilizer. It's like throwing away acreage. It was such a resource out of place. So we've been working, not just now, for many years with Heart Research Institute and Sink Your Shucks to change that paradigm.
Recycling shells is really simple. Oyster reefs are really unique in that the way that they are built is that the younger generations of baby oysters attach on the shells of the older generations to make these really important coastal habitats in the water. And we pick up those shells, we stockpile them at the Port of Corpus Christi, and we are essentially putting the oysters back where nature intended. We're sort of restarting that cycle.
So they come in, they give us the tools and the training to separate the oyster shell, stage it, and then pick it up routinely. The idea is a no-brainer. People wouldn't go throw away cement if someone was willing to come pick up cement in the dumpster for free. So restaurant owners spend less on trash, keep less wet waste going in the trash, and then the scientists and the brains get to grow their reefs out there, and it's a win-win-win-win.
In the case of farmed oysters, when we do harvest those shells and take them to the restaurant, and those shells go back into a reef that's going to be there for the long term, that is a net gain for the ecosystem.
Those oyster farms are bringing in new oysters, and they're also recycling the shells. When they participate in Sink Your Shucks, those oyster farm oysters that you're eating are contributing directly to habitat restoration. Sink Your Shucks has been a success already. We've had tens of thousands of volunteers come out to do hands-on restoration work and to make a difference. And it's possible to do this work up and down the coast. In fact, the local efforts are likely to have the biggest impact. So Sink Your Shucks is important here, but little Sink Your Shucks programs can be important everywhere.
People getting their hands on the shells and being an active part of the restoration process itself, it really drives it home and sticks with people. Everybody has a role to play.
In 10 years, I hope that we can say all of the oyster shell in Texas is going back to the bay systems, all of it. There's no reason we can't get there. You hear farm to table or bait to plate, and we believe in that, but we're probably the only industry where you get to go bay to table, table to bay, and it's a circle. The price to play is taking care of your resources, and we feel Sink Your Shucks is a great partner in that.